Greetings, saber fans. It's your old pal Megtooth Sith, and what I got here for you is my latest project. So all my projects, all my sabers that I'm working on, they go in boxes like these, and basically the hilt and then all the components needed to install are in there. And I don't know if y'all can see what's inside the box, but it is a Master Replica's Anakin Skywalker hilt. Now, I bought this hilt from Albert Flores of Smuggler's Outpost Custom Sabers, and he sent it to me and he said, look, there's a lot of problems. The gold button here was fried, the gold button here was fried. Of course, it needs the TCSS adapter, which I'll show y'all in a minute. And the clamp card was missing, and something he didn't tell me was that the pommel cap was missing too, so I have to figure out a fix for that. But the bottom line is that I knew this was a project saber, but these MR sabers, I can turn them around and fix them up pretty quickly. This is the custom saber shop conversion kit that goes inside the Anakin MR. You can see the the holes for the Graflex pins. Basically, from what is the Graflex clamp back, this all needs to be painted black, and this hollow in here needs to be painted black. The buttons that were in it are absolutely horrendous. Here is the Graflex button tab that was in it, and this is supposed to be the gold button, and it's like totally fried and melted. I don't know who tried to do something with this, but it's absolutely a mess. And I already have a plan for that. So my plan is that I'm going to use a Graflex 2.0 button bezel and button with a functioning button, and I'm actually going to put this, I'm going to be painting this gold, and that's going to go here, and that's going to be your ignition and retraction on Nano Biscotti. The clamp, what's left of the clamp, I have a lot of work to do on it. I have a clamp card on order from Sloth Furnace that will go inside of this clamp, and then I'll reaffix this. Of course, the gold's all worn off of the old on-off switch, and I don't know if I'm going to keep that on-off switch or just glue that solid. With Nano Biscotti with Deep Sleep, you don't really need an on-off switch, but maybe I'll keep that functioning. It really doesn't matter to me. So, as I said, all this is getting Nano Biscotti in a MHS V6 chassis, just like my other MR Anakins. And I wanted to show you a solution that Shamim sent me the idea on, which is pretty cool. So, in Shamim's shop, they actually sell he actually sells these gold button solutions for these, and I can't remember if this is the right piece or not. So, there's a new gold button, and the new gold button, of course, will go here on the bottom of the saber. The only thing is the gold button housing is all messed up, so I'm going to have to clean it up. But the gold button is nice and shiny. The only thing not shiny on that gold button is the sticky that's on it, which I still got to take off from the factory from where I got it. Thank you to Shamim for filling me in on that. And of course, this is going to get blue, white. It's driven by the Nano Biscotti 4. So I have to fix the clamp. I have to fix the paint on the clamp bar. I have to fix the button and the button bezel and make this a gold button. And this will actually be a functioning activation. So the main activation of the saber will be the gold button, which will be pretty cool. I don't know if I'm going to keep that slider switch going in this clamp or not. I have to fix the pommel. And of course, she needs all new guts. And man, this thing is nasty on the inside, dirty. It looks like this thing's been in a storage shed. So I know why Albert, wanted to sell the saber. I'm sure he bought it thinking, I'll do a quick turnaround on this, and he saw how bad in condition it was and said, somebody else can do this project, that he wasn't into it. So I'm taking this thing on. We're going to turn this, poor Master Replica's saber that's been abused and misused, we're going to make her nice again. We're going to make her pretty again. And this will be a fairly budget saber. It's going to have in-hilt LEDs, no teensy saber, no NeoPixels. This is going to have in-hilt LEDs, blue, white tricree. It'll be a budget type saber. I'm hoping to sell it at budget prices for the install. And basically I'm taking an old washed up MR that's been lying around in everybody's saber boxes and garages for years, and I'm going to turn this baby into somebody's pride and joy in their collection again. So I'm pretty excited about doing this conversion, and I'll shoot more video as the project progresses. Here's what this baby looks like now. Greetings everyone, this is Megtooth Sith, and what we've got here is a 2005 Anakin Master Replica's hilt. Now this hilt is coming up on 13 years old, and when I first got this hilt, this is full disclosure, it was missing a lot of features. So the initial button here was destroyed, the button here was destroyed, it was missing the clamp card, and it was also missing the pommel end, and this is not a Master Replica's pommel end. This is a custom saber shop pommel end that I've refitted inside. Now the actual pommel screw is the initial pommel, but the internal, this section here, the grill, is actually a custom saber shop grill. So that's full disclosure on this hilt. Now with that being said, I have fixed the hilt. This is a Graflex 2.5 bezel and a Graflex 2.5 button, which I've been refinished to be gold. And this is a gold button that came in from a place suggested by Shamim. I've refinished the gold button here, and the clamp card is by Sloth Furnace, and this is an ROTS clamp card. Other than that, this is of course it also has the custom saber shop ROTS conversion kit in it, and it has a blue-white in-hilt Tri-Cree LED. So that is the Anakin ROTS hilt. You can see it's got your belt clip there, and the rubber is worn. The rubber is the original factory rubber. It's 13 years old. I'm leaving it in place because it's hard to replace that. And the hilt has typical scratches on it that you would expect on a 13-year-old saber. While the hilt is old, the install is brand new. Greetings Saber fans. If you didn't see my promo video for my November sales, this is the ROTS Master Replica that I've redone. And for those of y'all that saw the other video, you realize this thing was an absolute mess when I got it. It's not a mess anymore. The clamp is back together with the proper the clamp card. I've refinished the clamp, refinished the switch. I've added a Graflex 2.5 bezel with a functioning gold button, and activation on this saber is here on the button. I've also replaced the gold eye, added the conversion kit from the custom saber shop, and this thing's awesome. Blue-white Tri-Cree, here we go.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
Huh, gonna mow you down, kid. Switch fonts, press and hold the button till 2 beeps. Gray meat. Dark meat. ROTS Master Replica. Get it. The price is going to be in the listing. I can sell you a 1-inch blade if you need one. But right now the saber is just coming with the saber. This saber has no in-hilt recharge port. It's just a user replaceable battery, perfect for trooping. Takes you 5 seconds to pop out the battery. Remove the pommel cap, loosen the set screw, slide out the MHS V6, pop out your battery, pop in a new one, voila, you're good to go. Anakin ROTS Master Replica 2005, brought back from the dead. And lastly, we're going to show how to change the batteries in your hilt. So number one is you remove the pommel, and you can see the speaker there underneath the pommel. On the underside of the saber, subtly, I've put an 832 set screw, and you're going to back out that screw, and then the chassis comes out. Which there you can see my MHS V6 chassis. How you change the batteries, you slide this T8 protective shroud into the hilt, and then there you see your Nano Biscotti 4, and I want everyone to see my wiring there. You know, I think my wiring is fairly neat. And then you also have your battery. To remove the battery and replace the battery, you simply tug on that piece of material, and then you pop your new battery in. You should hear the boot.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
And you do. Now, if you want to take the SD card out to change fonts, you simply push in, and then you grab it, and there's your SD card. I've mounted this in a way to make SD card access very easy on the Nano Biscotti. So you can change fonts to whatever you want. Pop the battery back in.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
Once you get the battery in, you take this piece of protective shroud and you put it back over the MHS V6 chassis. And then I want to get to the set screw. You pop in this chassis until the speaker is about 1/4 of an inch past the threads, and then you tighten this set screw, which keeps the chassis from sliding around inside the hilt. Then you replace the pommel, and you're good to go. Activation is here. To move to the next font, you press and hold this through 2 beeps. And there's your gray meat. This is your activation button. Do not twist this bezel, you'll ruin that. But the bottom line is that I think I brought this saber back from the dead. The price is located in the description below. And good luck to all. And I think this is a good introductory saber for somebody wanting to get into custom lightsabers. And it's a pretty saber. Retention is via this thumb screw right here. You would loosen that thumb screw and then tighten it. It also accepts an Allen key in the end. But usually, you know, thumb tight will hold a blade in there just fine. Here is a piece of 1-inch blade, and I'm gonna pop it in there, and actually I need to take out that thumb screw, and now you can see the blades in there, and you tighten that thumb screw, and bada bing, there you go. She's good to go. Loosen the thumb screw, and the blade comes out. It is a tight fit. And then you can tighten that thumb screw back. This lightsaber does not come with a 1-inch lightsaber blade, but if you do want a lightsaber blade, I can make one for you. It will be $40 in addition to the cost of the hilt that's listed in the price point. It would also increase the cost of the shipping. These are lightsaber blades, which I make in the fashion of Vader's Vault. This is a round tip, and this is a 7/8 inch blade. This is a bullet tip. This is a 1-inch blade. These are my personal blades, and they have been used for some light dueling, so you know they've been through some use. But I wanted to show you the difference between a round tip and a bullet tip. Some people think that bullet tips look phallus, but if you want a saber blade, I can make one for you, and I have both round tips and bullet tips in stock in 7/8 and 1-inch. So if you want me to make a lightsaber blade for your Darth Vader, or your Anakin saber, let me know, and I will make you a blade for $40.